Hello all and welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well. This is another quick update video, as you guys seem to enjoy them so much. I'll be covering Hbar and some potential other big partners, which include LG, and I'll also be covering some other news surrounding the project. The first thing I want to look at is the crypto bubbles for the market performance over the last week. So Hbar has been doing really well actually, just up nearly 14% over the week. Not as strong as obviously the rest of the top 100 coins, but good nevertheless, especially given how much advertising is starting to ramp up. The other one I want to quickly touch on is Gala. It's up nearly 100% on the week, and this is because they've released some big news about the NFT space and why I think it will be good for the cryptocurrency industry in general. Flipping over to this article, we can see that Gala Games is going to plow $5 billion into the NFT expansion efforts. This is obviously fantastic news in general for the cryptocurrency industry, and that you've got these large-scale projects and businesses that are looking to continue to expand the metaverse and the NFT direction for the future. So really good news in general just for the cryptocurrency industry, and that we've got these kind of pioneers that are dragging everything along with them. Flipping over, I'll show you this image, which was a screen capture taken from a meeting or a sort of update call that the Hedera team had in partnership with Outlier Ventures, the Hedera base camp. I've done a video previously on this, but it's talking about accelerating 20 high growth projects within the Hedera ecosystem in 2022. 4 main categories of interest for Hedera and the team: sustainability and ESG, DeFi, payments and fintech, as well as metaverse and NFTs. Obviously done a lot of coverage on some of these previously anyway. Sustainability and ESG, they talk about carbon markets, ESG related provenance and reporting, SDG outcome focused projects. This ties in really closely with their Dovu project for their carbon credits to offset the carbon footprint of operating nodes and basically helping to run the hashgraph algorithm. DeFi, so accelerating the Hedera DeFi infrastructure, DEXs, retail-friendly wallets, etc. Again, tons of videos on my channel surrounding these, so go back and watch. But for DEXs, for example, SourceSwap, which is looking to introduce their DEX towards the end of February, and then retail-friendly wallets like Hashpack. Absolutely love the dev team over at Hashpack, who are actually working quite closely with Hedera to help sort of bring these things to fruition. Once we've got the DEXs and the retail-friendly wallets and all that infrastructure developed, that's when we will see the staking around Q2 begin to take off, where you can all start to see rewards for holding Hedera over the long term. Obviously, lending, liquidity, and staking will also be a function of some of these DEXs that SourceSwap, for example, is going to be doing, or SourceSwap is going to be doing. Payments and fintech, so CBDC solutions. Literally a video or two ago, I released MTech has recently just built a CBDC sandbox using Hedera, and obviously that's for central bank digital currencies to test things like their stable coins, micropayments, insurance, remittances, absolutely all sorts to do with governments onboarding into the cryptocurrency space. So massive news happening here. And then obviously we've got the metaverse and NFT side. Obviously Ubisoft recently joining, they're starting to make waves in moving into the metaverse, and we're seeing this big explosion of NFTs as DEXs come online. So this DeFi and NFT sub points are effectively linked. So some big news here and how they're beginning to progress these. Not only that as well, it has been said before that Mance has said in previous GC meetings that they are expecting billions of transactions a month just based off 20 use cases that were lined up. And it's probably these 20 use cases in these 4 subsections. So we could see some huge TPS increases on the Hedera network over the coming months and years. There's actually a good discussion in one of my comment sections on a previous video talking about how TPS is a direct signifier of ecosystem growth, which it is. But not only that as well, it's really good for the price of Hbar in general, because every transaction requires a small amount of Hbar to process the transaction. The more transactions that are processed, whether that be through the 2 different arms of Hedera, so the API call can come from the consensus service or the token service, regardless they will require transaction fees. They go back into the Hedera treasury, which will then be likely redistributed to stakers, and that's what's going to help build these rewards for being on the Hedera network. So some amazing news there. One of the last things I wanted to touch on in this video as well is 𝗟𝗘𝗙𝗥𝗥𝗔𝗟𝗦. So this has actually been translated from Korean to English. It's in a Korean webpage. This is Korean website, sorry. And it's regarding LG, so LG Electronics on the 10th An online certification ceremony for software experts was held in the presence of Chief Technology Officer Kim Byung-hun. Basically, what happened is they all got awarded. So 120 executives and employees who completed the software training last year were awarded an NFT for their service. Now, the big piece of news here was that the NFT that was awarded to them was actually via Hedera. It was on the Hedera network. So some big news there that LG is also using Hedera as a solution for their sort of HR side of their business. And not only that, it's also been rumoured that, or has been said or stated previously, that LG to follow Samsung in adding NFT features to their flagship televisions. Now, if LG are using and deploying NFTs to their employees as part of a reward scheme, it would almost make sense that they're also pursuing Hedera for NFTs on their flagship televisions. So again, some massive news here, and there's potential that even LG are beginning to look into Hashgraph technology and using it as the blockchain, or as we know, it's not a blockchain, but we'll refer to it as one, for their products, which is fantastic. Not only that as well, we're starting to see the campaign that Hedera is pushing out beginning to pay off. So this was a screenshot from someone at an airport. We can see they're feeling bloated with gas fees on one screen, on another screen experiencing network congestion. Ask your developer about the Hedera cure today. Visit us at Denver, and then goodbye blockchain, hello Hashgraph. So Hedera is really starting to make moves into this advertising space. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, drop a comment. Also feel free to follow me on Twitter. I do retweet a lot of the news that I post in these videos, so you can get the drop quite early. See you all soon.